Beloved brethren and friends, I greet you in the name of Jesus, the name that is above every other name. On Sabbath, June 6th, select Seventh-day Adventist congregations will reopen for congregational worship. Many of you have looked forward for this ever since the lockdown came some 10 weeks ago. I have therefore chosen today to make this, the reopening of our churches, the major focus of my address. Around the world, several countries are easing restrictions, and there has generally been a gradual returning to pre-COVID-19 operations, though within the framework of what we consider the new normal. Unfortunately, several states in the US and elsewhere around the world have also seen a spike in infections since they began the reopening process. Health authorities in our region have therefore taken the wise step to develop protocols to ensure safety as we resume congregational worship. From the South Leeward Conference's perspective, we have been blessed to have highly qualified persons from the medical profession in our churches. And to this I say, to God be the glory. The health department of the conference, under the direction of Dr. Lily Semper, has put together a team of such health professionals to review the government's guidelines and to establish a protocol of our own. I wish to express profound thanks to the team for its very detailed and comprehensive approach and for the very excellent work that they were able to produce. We have shared these with our pastors and have also put the same on our website for general access by any who may so desire. I am now extending a special appeal to all of our brethren and friends who may wish to join our various congregations around the territory. As we meet next Sabbath, I'm urging you to abide by these guidelines. These were done with your safety in mind. Please note that as you go to worship on Sabbath, June 6, it will be a very different environment to what you have been accustomed to. As per government regulations, all worshipers are required to observe social distancing and to wear face masks for the duration of the service. Under such conditions, we are not able to have service for more than 90 minutes, and this means that we will only be focusing on the divine worship service. You will understand that it will be extremely difficult to maintain social distancing among our children in the children's division. In addition to this fact, the very young are considered to be among the vulnerable, and thus the protocol strongly advises that those below the age of 16 should remain at home. Likewise, our seniors and persons with comorbidities are also considered vulnerable, and therefore we strongly urge such persons, those above the age of 65, and those who are prone to infection, to remain at home and join the online services. I'm aware that many of you older brethren are among the ones who are most eager to return to congregational worship, but I advise that we heed the wise counsel from the health professionals. In fact, I have asked Sister Carolita Joseph, the president of the health committee, to explain why it is important for this group, those above 65, to follow the counsel given. Sister Joseph is now retired, but last served as Superintendent of Public Health Nursing and the expanded program of immunization management.
Thank you, Dr. Green. Good day. It is important for this group to follow this counsel for a few reasons. COVID-19 is a new disease, and as such, there is limited information regarding risk factors for severe disease. Based on available information and clinical expertise, older adults, and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions might be at higher risk for developing more serious conditions from COVID-19 illness. People of all ages with underlying medical problems such as liver disease, asthma, HIV, and people who are immunocompromised.
Sister Joseph, just one more question. Can you highlight briefly the major areas of the protocol?
Hand washing, sanitization stations. These must be present at all entrances with the outlined procedures being observed by all before entering the sanctuary. Appropriate signage must be displayed at all hand hygiene stations that clearly demonstrate a stepwise approach to hand hygiene. Undiluted liquid soap and running water or hand sanitizer must be used. Drying facilities must be placed in close proximity to hand washing stations with an appropriate receptacle to receive waste. Disposable towels to be used to dry hands. No cloth towels or reusable items should be used to dry hands. No greeting such as hugs, handshakes, etc. Viruses can live on surface for a few days where the virus may have been deposited, and then when you touch your eyes, nose, or mouth, the virus can enter through those areas. Use of masks. Face masks must be worn in any public place. Therefore, persons are not permitted to be in the sanctuary without wearing a face mask. Appropriate signage should be displayed as it relates to wearing face masks. Special allowance is granted to pastors, ministers, preachers, and presenters to make message without the mask. But they must ensure that they have a minimum of 12 feet distance from congregants during their presentations. Mask, if removed, must be placed in a zip-locked bag or paper bag. Families sit together. No other member should sit in that pew. No sharing of hymnals and Bibles, etc. Remember what we said about the virus living on surfaces for days. Offering collection. Deacons and deaconesses may use a collection bag where a long stick is attached that would allow for persons to drop in the envelope. Where this is not possible, it is encouraged that the tithe and offering collection is modified to the use of a stationary collection system. Receptacles should not be passed along the aisle, where persons have to touch the offering plate to pass along. Fellowship gatherings after church. Members are to leave as soon as the service is finished. No lingering is allowed. Keeping record of attendees. Social distancing. All members must maintain physical distancing of no less than 6 feet.
Thank you so much, Sister Joseph. We do appreciate your wise counsel and that of the committee in general. As I indicated above, our children will not be catered for at these services. I'm sure this is a concern for many. Dr. Eulalie Semper is our health director and also our children's ministries director. So I will let her speak to the issue of the children. Dr. Semper, happy to have you with us today. Please speak to the issue of the children and what they can expect while they remain at home.
Thank you, Dr. Green. Thank you for having me here with you today. I know that you're always so very concerned about our children. Yes, our children are among the vulnerable group. Therefore, we must take care of them and ensure that they are not exposed to the virus. We know how children are. Children are prone to touching and putting things in their mouths and putting things in their eyes. They touch everywhere. Additionally, we have to think about the quality of life for these children afterwards. We are concerned about your child. In the unfortunate event that the child contracts COVID-19, do you know that the quality of life will be significantly impacted? For example, major organs such as the heart, the liver, the brain can be affected to the point where the child can have long-lasting negative effects, and we do not want that. We love our children. We are very concerned about them. Yes, what are we going to do for our children? To many, education means a knowledge of books. But thank God, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The youngest child who loves and fears God is greater in his sight than the most talented and learned man who neglects the matter of personal salvation. We are concerned about the personal salvation of our boys and girls. Therefore, we shall be keeping in touch with them through videos. Probably we'll have some persons who shall be reading books, we shall have persons who will be telling stories. We want you at home to always give them the love and attention that they need. But for us, we are planning to have online Bible quizzes. Yes, if you're in St. Kitts, Nevis, Antigua, Montserrat, Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, yes, we're planning to have our children's Sabbath school. Very soon we shall be contacting some of you. We want all of you to be involved. We want our children to see their teachers online, engaging with the teachers in children's Sabbath school, and you're going to help make this happen. Then we have our virtual vacation Bible school planned. I'm excited about it already. And presently, we're working on our I Promise program with Pastor Orville Joseph, teaching our children about stewardship principles. We haven't forgotten your child. We love your precious gem. We're thinking about them. Yes, this generation is important, so we must cater for them. We want to thank you for what you have been doing so far with our boys and girls. And I pray that God will continue to bless you wherever you are in your homes as you continue to realize that our gems are really important.
Thank you so much, Dr. Semper. Thanks again for your wise counsel. I'm sure the children are excited by some of the things that you have pointed out that are in store for them. Last week, I did say that this might be the last in the series of special messages. Given where we are and the potential for sudden changes, I have decided to provide further updates. In the meantime, I wish to apologize for the absence of the midweek prayer meeting last Wednesday night. We experienced some technical difficulties with our YouTube channel. The issue has thankfully been resolved, and I trust by the grace of God that we will have no other disruption as we move forward. Here are a few reminders that I would like to leave with you before I end today. Our online giving platform is up and active. Just visit www.slcadventist.org and select online giving and make your contribution. On Monday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30, we broadcast on social media and on Second Advent, This We Believe. This program discusses major biblical perspectives of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. We are currently discussing the doctrine of the Trinity. This is an area that many persons struggle with, so I invite you to join us on Monday evenings for This We Believe. Then, Let's Talk is featured every Sabbath afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. This Sabbath afternoon, we look at the challenging subject of homosexuality. And finally, we continue with our divine worship services on Sabbath mornings at 11 a.m. These are on all of our social media platforms, as well as on Second Advent Radio. Please also remember to visit our website, www.slcadventist.org. You can view the church's reopening protocol, and you can also view our weekly newsletter. It is now on our website. Brethren, friends, God has been really good to us. We look forward to rejoining in congregational worship. We thank God for his mercies and his blessings. Until then, let us keep safe, and God bless you.